I am convinced there is no more efficient and effective way to learn and connect with your customer than a podcast. And there really isn't. And to say otherwise, we're just fooling ourselves. Like this is the thing. We should all do this. And it's systematic, right? So in case I don't have meetings scheduled, now I do. I have on a regular basis. I need to have a regular show. I know I'm going to have regular calls with people, and if they're the right people, it's going to continue to feed me. It's not sporadic. You mentioned, the buyer personas. The biggest challenge that Adele and some of the other professionals that do these profiles or these personas versus profiles, when they really do a deep dive, they have to talk to the customer. But they do that, and then they do a project, and then they're done, right? And they deliver it to the company, and the company's like, cool, thanks, now we're in the loop. But that instantly starts degrading over time, and so they have to either bring them back in again to do another project, but that's hard to justify in a company. Oh, we just did that a year ago, right? So how do you get that consistency? It's a podcast. It's a slow drip, espresso, if you will, of customer information and connection. It's just nothing like it. And what's crazy is, I think back to when we were trying to figure this stuff out. You would have surveys. And you could go down a path on surveys, but you can bias the survey yourself. And I once got a survey saying, like, what was the main reason you purchased this thing? And there's 3 choices, right? None of which were the reason that I purchased this thing. So it doesn't matter if your survey says that. And Adele and other folks would tell you it wasn't that question. It's the follow-up question that really is the nugget. Okay, you said this was the reason you purchased. Tell me more about that. Why exactly was that the reason? And then now you have the gold mine, right? But you can't really get that in a survey. And even if you had a drop down with another answer possible, there's something about that human connection, the trust, the relationship that draws out these stories and experiences from people that just a form. You can give me a hoodie and all these things, and I'm going to fill this thing out. But if you bias the survey, or there's just no other tool as effective as a podcast. And really, it's a give too, because it gives people a spotlight, a platform, attention. So as much as you're learning from them, you're learning by giving them a gift. So I can think of no better way to start a relationship with a customer